And then if we go further down the funnel, we go into the conversion state. It's all about understanding how to use your first party data. At this point, the customer has really started interacting with you. You have their profile information, you have the interactions, so you can really increase conversion here. And the interesting thing is that we see a lot of brands traditionally look much more at getting more volume in the discovery and interest stages. It's also, to be frank, simpler. You add more audiences, you add more media budget, you get more people. But if you're going to lose, let's say, 20% of your accuracy on the discovery and interest phases by the loss of cookies, because, for example, the topics API isn't as accurate as your old audiences, or some of your users are not part of the ID graphs because it's a bit more strict on the permission, you can gain that back by getting a higher conversion rate deeper down the funnel. And that conversion rate is typically driven by using your own first party and behavioral data more, which you're going to need anyway to do things like lookalike targeting in the discovery phase and like personalization in the interest phase. So it's almost low-hanging fruit to make sure that you improve your own conversion rates from across media and do more omni-channel integration there. So using whatever you've seen in the upper funnel to drive higher performance in the lower funnel to, in the end, get to similar marketing results and similar KPIs with a different balance between your external data and your first-party data. And then finally, and this is where it becomes really important, we still see many brands, and we did a similar poll that we did at the start of this webinar recently in another one. We asked how many brands are actually capturing all that data and then storing it and making sure you can use it. And it still is shocking that so many brands have all this data that they just like let fly past them, let go to waste instead of capturing it and using it for that reconnection phase. And reconnection, most brands are quite good at, right? It's sending follow-up emails, sending newsletters. But using that data in the rest of your funnel is becoming key. Because if you know who's purchasing before, you know which groups are relevant, you must use that for doing lookalike targeting on the discovery side, doing the personalization in the interest and the conversion phase, to make sure you understand buyers of this kind of product show this kind of behavior, and you can learn from that for better targeting. And there's really no excuse to be letting that data go to waste, because it's all free added performance to the rest of your funnel stages, which will bring you back to that fictional 100,000 transactions that we put at the beginning, while the rest of the performance might still decrease.